That's amazing, isn't it? He's 12 in the world, and yet has only won 2 matches at 3 majors this year. Of course, didn't play Wimbledon, so we can put that to one side. But he's, in the 2 majors he did play, he lost to Menchik and Borges, respectively.
Going to run to the 4th round here 12 months ago, so defending a few points in that regard. Yeah, as I say, the big week was in Madrid. The first and so far only Masters 1000 title of his career. Beat Draper in a final. Played brilliant tennis. Finished it with some huge forehands.
Might not be the last of those sorts of rallies we see tonight.
30-15.
One would suspect. The defeats to Rindiknesh and Khachanov. The 2 big leading events in Canada and Cincy.
And 2 guys, you know, that can serve big, hit big, take the racket out of Rudd's hand. Ofner was preparing for this match, looking at those results. You know, he's got to tell him how he needs to approach it.
Game Rudd. First game.
Dad, of course, always travels with his son. Not too many weeks off that Christian has these days.
Bra start, kör vi, kom igen, go.
Rory McIlroy in the booth by the look of that.
Yes, alongside his caddy Harry Diamond. He was in Atlanta yesterday playing the Tour Championship at East Lake, straight on a plane to New York.
You know how much Casper loves his golf, so one would suggest there's a sort of a partnership there.
Been picking his brain pre-match, I'm sure, about golf. And McIlroy and his caddy love getting on the court. They love playing tennis, so an equal sort of love of each other's sports. He was on ash last night for Djokovic. I'm sure he'll be on ash again later for Alcaraz. Great to have someone of that profile that loves the sport, isn't it?
Yeah. Tiger Woods was a regular here, wasn't he?
He'll be back in New York in a few weeks, Nick, for the Ryder Cup.
Well, that's right. And I actually believe, it's funny you say that, I was reading that I think Luke Donald is actually taking them all up there, isn't he? Not sure if it's this week or a couple of weeks from now, but they're going to get a good look at the course before the bedlam starts.
I think we've got to try and hustle ourselves some tickets. This is our chance. They're not cheap to buy, I'll tell you that. This might be our best opportunity.
Rudd
likes to return the second serve from a little deeper than most players, but likes to have time to get the forward and to play really wind up. It's not quite calibrated the weapon yet.
Game Ofner.
It's a comfortable hold. And the Austrian number 2.
1 game all, first set.
What a year he had. Quite extraordinary. Building his own legacy.
Masters champion. That was a career Grand Slam, I think I'm right in saying.
Yeah. Won't see many stories better than that in all the sport this season.
We've got a couple of players in men's tennis looking for that accolade soon. Sinner and Alcaraz.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? Both those guys so young and yet just one major away from completing the set already. It was like they've just been on the scene 5 minutes. It's a prime example right there of just the issues he can have on this surface.
Yes. And also the threat that Ofner presents. You know, he's going to take risk, he's going to hit big, and when the ball lands deep and it's coming through the court quickly, Rudd just does not like that.
And there it is again.
15-30.
Big early return from Sebastian Ofner. Took many years to break the top 100. Did Sebastian finally happen for him at Roland Garros 3 years ago now? But he was grinding his way through the second tier for a long time.
Just got to look at his coach there, Stefan Rettel. He's also worked with Wolfgang Thiem. And that's his big weapon. The two-handed backhand is a very, very good shot. He likes to flatten it out, hit big through the court, and it's going to be effective in these New York hard courts. Pretty quick balls as well. Balls aren't really fluffing up as much as they might in other stops on tour.
.40. Deuce.
Because of the amount of spin he hits with on both sides, it can open the angles of the court up well. It's obviously part of his game that can be very effective.
Yeah, he's right up there, isn't he? One of, if not the highest spin players in terms of topspin, forehand and backhand.
Yep.
Challenge for Rudd, actually.
Advantage, Rudd.
On hard courts, that's something he did a good job of. It was finding ways to flatten the ball out at times.
Still is to an extent, isn't it?
Yeah, trying to play a little closer to the baseline and hit flatter through the court. Sometimes topspin, the amount he plays with, can give his opponents a chance to attack. see the difference in the strikes there. Rudd's forehand is very well hit, but it's got an arc to it. It's spinning.
Deuce.
The Ofner backhand is it's just hit so flat, low over the net. It's almost skidding through the court. Really doing the damage.
Yeah, and if you can take it up the line, you can exploit Rudd, who, as we know in his career, likes to hit the ball a lot of the time from the backhand corner. So he will leave that channel open.
Advantage, Ofner. Out.
29 years of age. Ofner, he turns 30 next year. Mentioned the fact he broke the top 100 after many years of hard graft. It actually happened in 2023. It was that year that he made that big leap. And of course, as so often can be the case, a player spends so much time trying to break that barrier, and then when they do break the barrier, literally with a year later he was 37 in the world. How amazing is that?
All of a sudden you've got an opportunity to play for bigger prizes in terms of not just prize money but points. And the confidence soars, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So cruel, really, that then,
Advantage, Rudd.
you know, a little over 12 months later he's having double heel surgery and he's having to work hard to rebuild his ranking.
Nice finish.
Game, Rudd.
Seen that play a little bit more at times this season, sporadically.
Rudd leads 2 games to
Rory
1.
enjoyed it.
That's a typical Rudd point, isn't it, on
Yep.
return?
Love 15.
Ripped that second serve return through the middle onto the baseline and then looks to take control. That's the side for Ofner, as I said in the warm-up, where, you know, he can wind up, he can do damage, but he's more prone to making errors. An opportunity here for Rudd, having worked hard to hold his own serve in the previous game. He'd love to get the first break of this match.
The defeats that Ofner had in a row, a string of them, as we said. It's been a difficult run for him. He lost to Dimitrov at Wimbledon, of course, then lost to Jumer, first round Bustard, first round Kitzbühel. Struff beat him. Not going to get away with that. He lost to Apelka in lightning quick conditions in Canada. Valentin Royer beat him in Cincy. He played last week in Winston-Salem as well and lost 3 in the third to Vic Capriva. So one of those challenging spells that players can often endure.
Yeah, not easy, is it? Low on confidence. You just got to try and draw a line under it, come into a slam and see an opportunity.
4-2. 40-30.
We talk about it a lot, but learning how to lose is such an important skill in this sport, isn't it? How you recover from defeats. It's everything.
Bit of a change up there from Rudd. Closer to the baseline. What a strike. I think that's such an important area of the game tonight. Both of these players, in fact, attacking each other's second serves. How that battle will play out. Another chance for Rudd here. Let's see if he goes deep.
Advantage, Ofner.
Missed opportunity there.
Often only made 3 of 12 first serves early on.
Yeah, somewhat getting away with it so far, isn't he? But
Deuce.
if he doesn't find a few first serves soon, he's going to end up being broken. He's won all 3 of the points he's played on his first serve, but needs to make more of them. He hated that return, didn't he? Deep onto his forehand, feet just planted, didn't really get in position. Nowhere close to making that ball.
Rudd's first look at a break point.
Game Rudd.
Yeah, that's a shocker. Just not feeling the ball on the serve. But, you know, for me, you said it, he's 3 from 12 on first serves. For me, that's the time to serve intelligently. Maybe a bit of slice into the body, use the wide serve. Goes for 2 huge flat bombs, you know, that you're liable to missing. Misses another 2 first serves, and there he is, broken. Advantage Rudd early on.
Out. 15 loud.
Good deep second delivery, 97 miles an hour. Can vary the placement of the second. He has the ability to move the ball around the service box. Does Rudd off his second serve. Valuable asset to have.
By contrast, Rudd, he's hit a lot of serves. Battling hold in his second service game, but he's made 15 of 21 first serves. Really healthy numbers.
He's able to consolidate the break is Casper Rudd.
Rudd leads 4 games to 1.
And the former finalist
First
here
set.
has got himself a 4-1 lead.
Wait, please. $15
So Sebastian Ofner with some work in front of him here. He's to claw his way back into this set. Ball toss does tend to get quite a long way in front at times, and that has been a bit of an issue for him here already.
$30.
Stefan Rettel's coach there. Yeah, that can be a
40 love.
sort of hallmark, if you like, of players that like to serve hard and flat the majority of the time. You know, you want to go bigger and bigger and bigger, and to help do that, you get the ball nice and out in front.
Yep.
You start to overdo it, you start, you know, the percentage drops. You start to hit the tape more, or not quite get the snap and miss it just as long as he did there. Got to make sure, even though you're looking to serve
40-15.
you know, big with a lot of pace consistently, that you sort of not getting the toss too far in front, as you say. You're driving up and snapping the serve down.
That's a nice return. That'll be encouraging. It's a sort of return at times he's had challenges with. Staying up on the baseline, blocking that ball back. I think as well the fact he stands that far back, he generally knows Ofner's not going to serve and volley out here, is he? At all.
Yep.
So he can afford to sit that far back off the second serve and just swing big down the middle.
Well, players from returning as deep as Rudd is, you know, Medvedev's another that's done it. Zverev likes to be quite deep. That's the reason I think we've seen players like Alcaraz and even Sinner occasionally, you know, that bringing in the serve volley again, the drop shot, the space in the forecourt. Goodness me, Ofner is struggling here, isn't he? That was nowhere near the box. It was closer to decapitating Casper Rudd than it was landing in the box.
We saw this earlier on, didn't we, with Jack Draper having problems with his second serve.
I just don't know why he continues to hit the first serve as hard and flat as he can. Got to make some, take the pressure off the second.
Oh, it's outstanding.
Well, it's the best shot of the night by some margin. What a forehand he's produced here to fend off a break point. It looked like he was chopper grip and just whipped it cross court.
Advantage Rudd.
Body language isn't amazing, is it, either? He's starting to look like a player that hasn't won a match since Wimbledon.
Yeah.
It's got a sort of here we go again feel about it, doesn't it? Unfortunately for Sebastian.
Game Rude.
Oh, what a fabulous point. Didn't Ruud do well? He had control of the ball so beautifully. And he's got a double break in his
Ruud
back pocket here.
leads 5-1 first set.
Yeah, that was an accomplished point. Happy to do battle with the cross-court backhand, mixing it with the slice. The forehand was well oiled. Confidence starting to flow.
Love.
First set running away with the 12th seed right now. They're just struggling to punch holes through Ruud. He's so often been the first to break down the unforced errors at 13 for Ofner. And obviously he's looking to do a little bit more of the running, but tripping himself up at the minute.
Well, if you're looking for a good omen for Ofner, the last match he won, we mentioned it, he beat Tommy Paul in the second round of Wimbledon. He lost the first set 6-1. So maybe all not lost here just yet.
Emphatic finish to the set from Casper Rudd's perspective. Just over half an hour required. The 12th seed up and running here, 6-1. Could do with a few more cheap points in that fashion to build something here.
Well, 2 from 2 first serves to start the set. There's more like it. Will make things easier.
Let's for serve. Game
comprehensive hold.
First game, second set.
Was playing off a protected ranking this week, so that's why he's in the main draw, despite the fact his ranking is outside the top 100 right now. Only returned in March of this year, did Ofner, so it's been a while. He's been back for 5 months now.
It's these sort of tournaments, isn't it? Slams, when you're using a protected ranking, you only get limited tournaments depending how long you've been out. You want to try and be winning matches to make the most of it.
Lot 15.
He was 58 in the world this time last year at the US Open when Ofner lost to Francisco Cerundolo in the first round. His extended period on the sidelines was an unwelcome one.
all. $30-15.
Good pressure that was. And he'll actually look to try and create something a little bit more often if he can sneak in.
Yeah, I really think he's got a game and a skill set that can cause Rudd problems tonight. You just think he was so far off it in that first set. It's almost just forget about it. Really positive early exchanges here in the second. Thought he should have come in behind the forehand. Hesitated. You know, as well as he's done on hard courts in his career, still don't think it comes naturally to him.
Yeah.
Certainly not as naturally as playing on clay does.
Oh, what a return. He picked the serve. And got a nice clean strike on it.
Ofner.
Fourth chance of this match to get his first break.
I'm not surprised he's frustrated. Second serve right on his favoured backhand. It's hard to criticise the play. You know, he's looking to make something happen. He just overhit.
Saw him introduce a fair bit of slice at times this season, particularly on a hard court. That worked well, didn't it? Just changed the contact point. Often swinging a little too aggressively at it.
Yeah, he's got a decent slice, Rudd. Able to move the ball around the court, keep it low. But slice backhands are a little few and far between, aren't they? Obviously, Dimitrov not here. For me, he's had the best slice backhand in recent times.
Yep. Oh, hello. Stan Wawrinka's wasn't bad either, was it?
Yeah. Federer, of course. Dan Evans has dropped out the top 100. Very good slice backhand. That's the return he wanted at break point. That's a beauty.
Advantage Rudd.
Interesting debate, actually. Slice backhands. Best slice backhand in the top 10? Might be Alcaraz, you know. Musetti?
Yeah, Musetti. Good shout.
Game Rudd.
Interesting to see how Musetti goes here as well this fortnight, because he's another player who's had problems on a hard court in North America.
Honourable mention for Alex de Minaur. He's got a decent little chisel on him. But, you know, they're not sort of classic knifed slice backhands, are they?
Definitely not.
Players now, that's why two-handed backhands, I think, are so common in the game. The way players move as well, they're able to actually hit with two hands balls that in the past would have been sliced more defensively. I still think there's merit in the point that you made about using it to just change the rhythm of a point or unsettle an opponent.
Definitely. So important for a single-hander in particular to have a good one, and that's why Stefanos Tsitsipas has found himself plummeting down the rankings, really, because he's been found out off that side largely.
Yeah, the slice for Tsitsipas for a one-hander isn't always as good as it could be. Sort of similar pattern to the opening set. Ofner with some early break points, not able to take them, and now coming under pressure on his own deal. It's wild. Could be costly.
15-40.
Once again, they're coming off a game where he's had chances to break, and now he puts himself in trouble.
Game Rudd.
It's a loose finish to a game that left a little bit to be desired from Sebastian Ofner.
Second set and 1 set to love.
Casper Rudd in control here with a set and a break lead.
It's the 8th tallest building in New York. I always thought it was the tallest, but I'm not exactly up to speed with my skyscrapers.
I'll be very impressed if you can tell me the other 7 that are taller than it. You left yourself wide open for that one.
You didn't make me look bad. The tallest now is the new skyscraper at Ground Zero.
Yep.
It was built. The
Freedom
name,
Tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the tallest in New York.
Okay.
Empire State Building in at 8.
Amazing.
Still wouldn't like to be at the top of it.
No.
15 all.
First percentage for Rudd so far in this set has really dropped.
Cruelly done that was. I'm going to flatten that one out a bit more.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst approach in the world. I love the way Rudd stayed down through this pass. So easy to sort of come up and end up being late on that shot, missing the net.
You can see how much he flattened that ball off as well. Didn't turn the racket over too quickly, if at all, really.
$30 all. $40-30. Game read.
And he's swinging away, isn't he? Once again, Sebastian Ofner trying to find a way to make an impression here, but just the consistency is not there at the moment. 19 unforced errors.
Yeah, it's far too erratic, isn't it? You know, he's not necessarily hitting the ball badly, but it's just very risky tennis. It's been easy for Rudd to get to this stage. I don't even think Rudd's played particularly well. He's just done what he's needed to do. And this, for me, it feels like a really important game for Ofner to hold serve. If he doesn't, I mean, things could start to move quickly. He's back up to the line here in a hurry. Looking pretty gone with things at this stage of the match, this stage of his year. You know, obviously we have a tendency, you know, to look at matches in isolation, but particularly when you get to the slams. You know, there'll be a lot of fans here that will come in and maybe see players for the first time, and you look at, well, okay, what's Sebastian Ofner like? But I thought last night with Daniel Medvedev was a perfect example. You know, feelings and emotions for these players build up over time, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, he isn't just sort of downing himself as a result of the way this match has gone. It's the sort of his form coming in, his struggles with the injury last year. It's been a difficult period for the Austrian.
It's cumulative, isn't it?
Yeah. And equally, you know, the reverse of that, you know, confidence and players that are in form, that's built up over time as well. Oh my goodness, he had to be making that on his trusty two-hander. Peg back to deuce here.
Advantage Ofner. Deuce.
Again, going for a
Advantage
very
read.
ambitious second serve.
And he's rushing as well. It's always a sign that a player is sort of not thinking particularly clearly. Certainly not thinking positively at this stage.
It's a good little chip return. Ofner didn't look comfortable off the approach.
4 games to 1. Second
He's not
set,
looked comfortable
and 1
particularly
set to love.
over the course of the 53 minutes we've been out here. It's a set and 4-1. So Casper Rudd well in control on these evening session on Lewis Armstrong. Hasn't really, as Colin said, had to produce anywhere near his best so far to be in this position.
No, he's just done his job, and he's got the perfect game and mentality for doing that, doesn't he? Very measured competitor. But for Rudd, you know, he's got to keep his focus and his intensity and do a job here. You'll know that Ofner is struggling. The key thing is just getting the match done, not giving the Austrian, you know, sort of any reason to start to feel better, to start to believe more.
Swinging from the heels off that one. That was a little too aggressive. Ofner opting to change his return position off the second serve and give himself more time, but that was expertly done. Put himself in a difficult spot. Ofner
Rudd leads 5 games to 1.
didn't have the
Second
improvisation needed again.
Well, the message from the team there, pretty clear. Get another break. You've got to be ruthless in this sport. If you can break, he'd obviously serve first in the third. And
15 love.
even Rudd probably surprised at how one-sided this has been.
Oh yes, what a pass. He made it look easy as well.
You could hear the squeak of his shoes as he burnt rubber into the corner here. Open stance sliding in.
(30-15). (40-15). Game
Not been too many of those of late. Just the third game that he's been able to secure Sebastian Ofner. He has been a long way off here. And Rudd will serve for a 2-set lead. Funny if they go home, isn't it? How'd you get on? What autographs did you get at the tennis?
Yeah, which players did you get? Let's find the corner. You come to the US Open, you never know who you might see.
Yeah, it's so true.
Not just tennis players, it's celebrities from all walks of life. That is a ridiculous return.
All.
First serve percentage in this set's been dropping down at 40%. Shake of the head, he's not happy with that. Oh, that's ridiculous. She jumped on top of it
30.
so quickly. Does walk a bit of a tightrope the way he plays Ofner. So aggressive at times. We've seen a bit of everything from him tonight. He's not been able to quite sustain the standard for long enough periods to make this close. Once again, not taking any prisoners off the return, just looking almost for the outright winner off it.
Yeah, I think he's got the look of a player who just wants this set over with as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Wait, please.
He'll get his wish in a moment, I think. So a couple of sets already banked for Casper Rudd. And we've just ticked over the hour mark. He is in a hurry this evening. He's the former runner-up. He leads by 2 sets to love. Scotty Moore thought we were in a fifth there.
Either that or he thought it was best of 3. You know, as I say, for Rudd, he's got to be ruthless. Show the intensity here. Show that you're not going to give an inch and try and get this done as quickly as possible.
15 all.
Did well to get out of the way of the initial approach. Couldn't hold on.
New balls, please. First game, 3rd set.
We're having a long chat with his corner here, Sebastian Ofner. Want to formulate some sort of plan as to he's going to find a way to be out here at least another couple of hours if he's going to turn this match on his head. And he's amazing. We look at Rudd's record since he made the final here. His hard court major record since he made the final in 22 here. He's actually only won 8 matches on the hard courts at the majors since that final.
Thank you.
And when you consider that is a total of, this will be his 6th event that he's played with Australia in here. Only one run of 16 showing on hard courts since then. That was last year, as Cole said. And I guess the real question, Cole, is has he peaked at number 2 in the world? Is that as good as it's going to get for him?
Well, yeah, just, you know, sort of thinking, you know, 2022 finalist here. It was sort of a moment in time, wasn't it? Because the game has changed even since then. You know, you've now got Sinner and Alcaraz dominant at the top of the sport. And I certainly think other players have moved past Rudd, certainly on a hard court. I mean, if I was going to have to put some of my own hard-earned money on it, I would say he wouldn't get back to 2 in the world. But I'm not sure that would be the goal for him. I think winning Madrid, winning his first Masters, you know, I think he'd have a crack at the French Open, wouldn't he? Another run to sort of semis, final, try and get in that mix, try and win a slam. I don't know if you'd agree, you know, trying to have that big win rather than chasing a ranking again.
Yeah, 3 major finals on the CV. 4 if you count the mixed.
Of course, mixed specialist.
Yeah, it's always good.
I think that wrist, it's his forehand, isn't it, for Ofner? You know, even that finish there, he sort of looks like he's just managing it, rolled it into the court.
Out.
Speaking of it, is it changing of the times, Nick? That 2022 US Open that Rudd made the final, the top seed was Daniil Medvedev. Things have changed for him.
Lost in the first round last night. 3 of the 4 majors he's lost in the first round this year. Horrible decline from Medvedev this season. For Ofner, it's about trying to find a way to keep this competitive.
Rudd leads by 2 sets to love.
2-1.
Yeah, he got the wrist taped at the sit down. See if that gives him a bit of extra support and comfort.
15 love.
Rudd has been secure on serve. 21 of 27 points. Excuse me, 30 of 37 points from behind the first.
Love. Out.
Such an efficient
40,
service
15.
motion, isn't it, for Rudd? And, can't really think I've sort of seen him have a real bad day on serve. I don't know about you, Nick, but it's, you know, it's a quick motion, hits the ball pretty much at the apex of the toss.
Let's.
You know, so the
For
conditions
serve.
don't really affect him. There's no real wind to speak of tonight, but even if it was a sort of windier evening, it affects Rudd far less than other players because it's just such a quick motion, hard for opponents to read. Can really spin the serve as well, so if he is struggling, he can always find more margin until he gets the rhythm back.
Yeah,
Game Rudd.
sort of biomechanical coaches who understand the mechanics of a serve a lot better than I do. Often talk about the sort of build-up of power in a serve, don't they? The different forces that go into the serve in terms of the load, how much load you get. He gets a lot of load, doesn't he?
Yeah, and the quickness of the motion. For me, is a good thing because it makes it difficult for the opponent to read. But you talk about sort of loading up, building up energy. You know, when you see players that have a really high toss and a sort of pause, they're losing a bit of that energy.
Yeah.
To then, you know, transfer into the ball.
Yeah, Lloyd Harris, another who hits the ball on the up pretty much. He won today, beat Sebastian Baez.
I mean, even Pesci Pericard, biggest server in the game right now.
Yeah.
Very quick motion, isn't it? It's not for everyone, you know. It's not a sort of one size fits all. That's the rhythm and tempo you must have to have a good serve. But I definitely think there's, you know, if you too slow a rhythm, too high a toss, too big a pause, that can be detrimental.
Yeah, Ben Shelton, another who pretty much almost takes the ball on the up.
Yeah. Kyrgios as well, who, you know, when he was playing, one of the best servers in the game, very quick motion.
Yeah, Nick due to play here, but withdrew a couple of days before the event started. Disappointingly. Long way back. Oh, Kyrgios. That looked like a long way off. And he's pulled off a minor miracle.
It's not the first time either tonight
30-all.
where he's been running to the forehand with a sort of chopper grip and just blitzed the ball. That is an outrageous passing shot. On a big point as well. If he loses that point, you know, Rudd's got what are essentially match points.
30.
Maybe just a turning point there for Ofner. Something to build on.
Deuce. Advantage Ofner.
Oh, that's coolly done. Oh, nice first volley. No panic. And the movement off the ball was excellent. survives. And that's a good effort. Hopefully, from his perspective, that'll be a welcome boost.
Third set. Rudd leads 2 sets to
And he
love.
looks to take. So on serve, we stay in this third. Casper Rudd's season in many ways, as Colin said, saved by that win in Madrid, because outside of that, there haven't been too many marquee weeks in there. Three top 10 players that week, didn't he? Fritz, who in fairness was coming back from injury, that was a decent draw on clay. Medvedev, who's been struggling, and then Draper in the final, the 3 top 10 wins he had.
He needed it. He really needed that tournament in Madrid, because you could usually bank on the European clay court swing being a period where Casper Rudd will bank some big results, plenty of points, and sort of build his season. But he'd lost a second match in Monte Carlo. He'd lost in the quarters of Barcelona to Holger Rune, 4-2.
Yeah.
That's a disappointing one for him. His belief must have been shaken at that moment, but he then rolled into Madrid.
30-15.
6 matches later, had won his first Masters 1000.
Yeah, it's not like he played great in Madrid in previous years either, did it? So it was not a surprise, but certainly a venue where he'd struggled a little bit. The altitude there is so different from anything else we have on the clay. I was listening to Maria Sharapova talk actually yesterday in her podcast with Andy Roddick, and she talked about the differences between Rome and Madrid. She said it's literally like playing on a completely different surface, going from Madrid to Rome.
Yeah.
So contrasting are the conditions.
Madrid as quick as you'll get it on clay, isn't it, with the altitude. Semi-indoor feel.
Yep.
In the Magic box, the Caja Magica. It's another routine holder serve for the Norwegian, who will be keen to get a decisive break sooner rather than later here. Interesting to see how long that's a new drone this year.
Let's for serve.
Incredible facility here at the Billie Jean King National Tennis Centre.
Okay, public facility, let's not forget. And play here year round. As you can in Melbourne Park, of course. The 2 hard-court majors have in common. Roland Garros, of course, is the home of the FFT, so it's a little different there. Don't think you can pitch up and book a court.
15 all.
As far as I'm aware, I might be wrong.
Just not
30-15.
finding the right shots in the right moments in this set so far, Rudd. Looking to flatten that return out. Not sure why. He's very deep in the court. So a lot of success ripping it high and heavy into the Ofner forehand.
Fault. Game Ofner.
So Ofner finds a way to deliver a fifth ace of this set. Half of his total tally have come in his 4 holes here.
2 sets to love.
Still trading there by 2 sets. Whatever takes your tipple.
It's usually iron brew when I see a drink that colour, Nick. Back in Scotland.
With a dose of shortbread, right?
Yeah.
Can't forget that. Andrei Petkovic was very excited earlier on today.
Yeah, gonna have to find some specialty shortbread for Andrea.
She's hyped up.
.30 left.
We've just lost 3 points on serve in this set so far. Being frugal in that regard.
.40 left.
Really been willing to build a whole lot in the rally, has he? He's just been looking to cut loose. And if it's good enough, so be it. But it's more often than not let him down.
Out. Game Rude. 4 games all. 3rd set.
Just 3 points lost on serve in this set for Rudd. But he hasn't yet been able to find a break. See if Ofner can keep it going into the business end of this 3rd set now.
15 left. all. .30-15.
Just landed in, has it?
40-15.
Yeah, no call. Even Ofner himself thought he'd missed there.
Sometimes not easy to hear in the bedlam here in New York.
Yeah, I think he slightly mishit this forehand, which meant it came off with even more topspin than he planned.
Game.
That's an impressive game.
Ofner leads
Certainly
5
is.
games to 4. Third set.
Is he potentially
Rudd
finding a
leads
bit of
2 sets to
momentum here?
love.
5-4 he leads. So Rudd with a bit of pressure for the first time in a set. Serving to stay in this 4-5.
15 left.
made it. Thought he was off balance as he hit it, but what a hit that was.
And this is where Ofner becomes dangerous, because serving to stay in the set, if Rudd starts to play a little safer, it's going to give Ofner a chance to swing. He's already hit 28 winners tonight, 14 of them in this set.
Bestäm på serven då, upp och ta, Ekman.
Good strike. Struck the ball cleanly tonight, despite the fact he's playing an opponent who's a bit limited.
This is the sort of forehand Rudd needs if he's to feature in the latter stages of this tournament on a pretty quick hard court. That change down the line, flattening the forehand out.
Yep.
That's why he pumps the fist there. He knows that was a high quality shot.
Let second serve. Game Rudd.
Couldn't quite bring that one down. Good. Sebastian Ofner.
5 games all, third set.
And this remains the most competitive set we've had so far. Winner of this match will take on who, Cole? Just remind us in this section.
Winner of this one will take on Raphael Collignon, the Belgian. Came through his first round match over Gallant.
Yeah, Collignon ranked 107 in the world. That's well played. Yeah, it's winner of Gallant, actually his very first win in the main draw of a major, so a bit of a milestone day for him today. How short was that? It was impossible. The movement it had to it.
Amazing, isn't it? Got the wrist treatment after the second set. This third set's been by far the best one that Ofner's played.
Yeah, of course, at some point in the near future, his protected ranking will run out, so he'll have to play off the ranking, the points he's accumulated whilst he's had his protected ranking. Bit of work to do for Ofner if he can stay healthy. Did well to get as much purchase out of the backhand overhead there. Not really stuck into the ground, and he's guaranteed himself at least a breaker in this set. 6-5 it is.
By 2 sets to love.
So Casper Rudd serving 5-6 here in the third. 2 runaway sets really under his belt, but not being the case here in this third chapter.
15 love.
It's been a combination of things. Ofner has been better in this set. Rudd is, I think, just allowed his level to drop slightly, particularly on the return. Really made an impact in the Ofner service games. The way Ofner is now striking the ball, he's a threat in a tie-break situation, isn't he?
Yeah, this is what you talked about at the start of the match in terms of what he can do. Just haven't been able to string it together really out here so far until now. So a hold to love will lock us into a tie-break to settle this set.
Both players receive 1 additional video review.
And Rudd, surprisingly, hasn't actually played too many breakers this year. Only 7 in all, in fact, in the 40 matches he's played on the year. That's
not many at all, that, is it?
No. 5-2 his record.
Let second serve.
Yeah, that's the return. Ofner has had problems with that heavy hit into his forehand corner all night. Perfect start to the breaker for Rudd. But he gifts it the mini break straight back. Maybe just a bit of tension there, hitting a second serve to a player that's really been having a swing. Sometimes you can almost try and recover before you finish the serve.
Lost his rhythm there, didn't he? Must have kind of backed off it.
2-1.
Well, he did well to hang in the point initially, and then the forehand that he had some time on just completely mistimed. Those 3 points come from. At this stage of a match, a player of Rudd's quality, you'd think he'd be sort of dialed in by now. Big errors.
Fault.
Again, it's the same return, isn't it? He doesn't really move the feet. He just gets stuck. I think you've got to be a little more dynamic with the footwork there, almost move off the baseline and sort of absorb that return.
It's number 10 for the match. Claws him back into the conversation in this tiebreak. You want to be keen, very keen to get this done right here. No surprise he went big. And no surprise he wanted to test the forehand. Rudd. It's been the erratic side tonight. Oh, he's made it. What an effort.
When Rudd made the ground to this running forehand, you thought Ofner might be in trouble. But that's good net coverage there. Full stretch, able to control the volley.
Such a high quality point from both men. One of the longest rallies we've had of the match.
5-4. Rudd.
Yeah, having lost his way early in the tiebreak, Casper Rudd has produced a point of real quality there. It's so well to absorb a big first serve and then made his quality count. Got this match on his racket now. Travelled a long way to play the forehand, didn't he?
Too far, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so in the end.
Ended up running out of room to hit the shot. Forced pressure on himself as a consequence. Match point then for the number 12 seed. It's an opening win for Casper Rudd here in New York on the Louis Armstrong Stadium. Sebastian Ofner didn't put up a whole lot of resistance for the first couple of sets. The third was a different story, but Rudd prevails nonetheless. And he's through safely and comfortably into the second round. 1, 2, and 6.
Yeah, it's a positive start for Casper Rudd. You feel for Ofner. We talked about it during the match, you know.